Hi guys, 732 Review Crew back. I'm Mikey.
I'm Joe.
I'm Mike.
This is the finale, last part of The Lost Room, episode 6 technically, or the second part of episode 3. I'm very excited for this one because it looks like it's going to be all, all fun
All
on the
gas.
pedal. Yeah, all gas,
I don't know
no
how they're
break.
wrapping this up in 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not
Yes,
sure.
no breaks, baby.
Our theories were in the last episode. I think it's just fair to jump right into this and let things roll. So thank you for joining us for this. If you first time watching this, make sure you let us know in the comments if you'd enjoyed watching this with us for the first time. Thank you to Den Dude for bringing this to our attention.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
really
we'll be
good.
starting in 3, 2, and 1.
Good news. We just picked up your man, Dr. Ruber. Wanted to know what he did to you? Why don't you ask him? He's at the hospital.
Welcome to the loser room. Every disgusting wannabe, could have been, has been object loser hangs out here. It makes me sick to see you here.
I need to find something that IDs the occupant.
This whole thing, you're getting in so deep, it's dangerous for me. I'm sorry, I just can't.
No, he's pretty valid to,
I think it's coming back in the 11th hour.
Thanks for everything. I owe you.
Get her back.
Yeah.
Sued?
Appointment only.
Look, could you just tell the Sue that I'd like to apologize?
Appointment only.
Can I make an appointment?
Oh, Weasel's still alive.
Well. Took me a while, Detective. You're a difficult man to track down.
Gun.
You don't have
Every
shit.
riddle has an
I don't have it. Really a gun in your pocket?
Yes.
Bang.
Weasel, how many times have I got to tell you, keep your stinking carcass out of my shop? You too? Pumit?
Wait. Dude, listen, I just wanted to introduce you to my friend here. I know you guys got off on the wrong foot.
I want to apologize for the disturbance I caused here a few days ago. My argument was with Mr. Kreutzfeld, and I had no right bringing that argument here. All I want is to find this man. The occupant.
I mean, there's an object that's a guy that changes everything.
Is where all the known objects are right now.
Can you find me the pen?
Just in the last few weeks, you've been spotted in Pittsburgh, New Mexico, Kansas, Cleveland.
I haven't been to Cleveland.
Oh, it's Carl.
What if you mapped all their movements all at once?
What would that prove?
Well, I'm not sure, but there might be some sort of a pattern. Could you just try it, please?
Black hole.
What's that?
Is that New Mexico? Is that hell?
I think I'm
What's there? No object has ever been through there. That's where he is. The occupant in the room. And somehow he is keeping all the objects away. Give me the keys.
This is all I have.
Ooh.
Give me the keys.
We have to hit Kreutzfeld hard and fast. It's not going to be easy getting in.
Leave that to me. I have someone on my inside.
He's just gonna disintegrate them.
The eyeball?
Well, they have objects as well.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not enjoying this scene.
I wonder how much in depth they're going to go.
I hope not.
There's no rating.
For the love of Jesus Christ,
It's not rated, guys. It's not rated. Okay. There's a pretty good chance it
I hate eye surgery.
They're about to attack.
Wise man, you made the right choice.
Oh, bastard.
Please. Please. Good.
Get out. Get out now.
Oh, they're all gonna get disintegrated. Oh! Oh, they actually did!
Ooh.
Is that his guys?
Yeah.
They were.
Oh. And the eye doesn't work inside the room.
Don't. It won't heal.
Objects don't work in the room.
That's crazy. Okay, that came back full circle.
I'm here to see a patient.
He's always been here. Should empty your pockets. Doesn't like things.
He doesn't like things.
Looking for.
That'd be pretty smart, wouldn't it?
The firearm.
Stays with me.
Same age and everything.
My name is Joe Miller. I just want to ask you.
He's missing an eye.
Yeah.
Easy! Easy!
Blue eye.
Easy. It's okay.
hurt him.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I just want to talk to you, that's all. All right?
That's crazy.
Damn.
Oh my God. I just want to know who you are and what happened in that motel room. And if you created the object.
Stop talking!
I met your wife, Mabel. She gave me your picture. She misses you.
I felt the photograph coming.
Oh.
I thought maybe you might have been my wife.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I just need to know, did you create these objects? And where did they come from?
I don't know. I didn't do anything. It just happened.
My little girl went into that motel room and she never came out. Can you tell me where she is?
She's still there.
Where?
In the room.
No, she's not. I've been there. She's gone.
There's more than one.
Pocket dimensions.
Please tell me you can bring her back.
I can't.
Damn.
You can. Take me to the motel room.
All right. Well, that's wild.
I need that. Just don't sneeze the wrong way.
I want you to witness what I'm about to do. I know you're scared of it. But
Wow, this is so tropey.
if I'm right,
You're not.
I won't harm you unless you interfere.
I saw him. Saw him. I saw him.
I've come a long way, Martin.
She's killing him?
Mm-hmm.
Margaret?
Dude, grab your IV.
I saw him. I saw the man in the room.
What man?
I saw him through this Polaroid. I saw the occupant.
It's like, you saw God? What the
The
fuck?
living object.
This isn't true.
Only true believers.
He gave me a vision in the desert. He said that if I could put all the objects back together again, that I wouldn't just talk to God. I would be God. That's why you won't kill me. I'm the prophet.
This is beautiful.
She's like, fuck!
I knew you'd come.
Ruber, don't smile at me like that. I want some answers. Who killed Lou DiStefano?
I did.
What happened to Anna Miller?
The motel room took her. You know the motel, Lee. You dreamed about it.
How did you know that?
Motel room is where the objects come from. And they protect me. I'm the prophet of the objects now.
Stop, Ruber, or I will put a hole in you!
The fucking goddamn it!
Why did she bring them?
Shoot him now! He's not looking!
Ready to know the objects.
It already misfired. She doesn't trust him.
Find me.
He's starting a whole new religion. Rupertism. Here comes the sun. Da 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 da.
Oh! That's not a good anything.
The fuck is happening?
The occupant seems unfazed.
He's an object. No, he did his friend. He regrets that. Dad?
Mount.
Isaac, no. No, Isaac, please.
Don't do it.
I want to see my son.
No.
What? Excuse me?
I'm gonna close the door like he did last time.
Oh, he did close it last time, that's right.
I'm going with you.
Was it the answer always just to go in the door without the key?
He used to be a man named Eddie McCleister.
And now you're. What, the prime object?
No, there's no prime object. I'm just an object like the rest.
Except you're alive.
Yeah, unfortunately. Outside this room, the objects all sense each other. Always. Like pain, electricity, noise.
You said I could bring my daughter back. How do I do that?
You have to kill me.
Hmm.
You can kill me in this room.
Yeah, he was. Because the objects go back to normal here.
What burden?
Become an object. Take my place.
Eddie, I can't. I don't want that.
I want to die. You want to see your daughter again. You have to kill me.
No, I won't be a murderer.
Take out your gun. Please. Look, there's a price for everything, Joe. This is the price. This is the price to get your daughter back.
Will my past be erased? Like yours was?
I don't know.
Oh.
Will my daughter remember me?
I don't know. But she'll be alive. I'm sorry.
Father sacrifice.
God forgive me. I'm gonna go in the room. I want you to reset it with the key.
You're gonna disappear just like Anna did.
I won't. I promise.
Because he's an object now.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Daddy!
Anna!
Yay!
Huh? You alright?
Is that bad man gone?
Yeah. Yeah, the bad man is gone. But Anna, you're safe with me now, okay?
Empty. Oh no! Wow!
Oh my god.
Trying to put an end to this.
You just throw the keys in and shut the door.
I feel like that's not.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
It doesn't really solve all the issues. I think it would have been better to get all of the objects, throw them in there with the key.
That's my. That's
I mean,
what the-
throwing the keys in there might have canceled all the objects because there's no way to go back to the room. I don't fucking know. I hear you. I agree.
Who's gonna come out?
Jeepers, creepers. Ruh-roh.
Oh, it didn't fully shut.
No, they checked it. It just it wills itself into existence. Huh.
Okay, so they're just gonna.
Okay. So they left quite a few loose ends, to say the very least. Like what happened with Ruber. I mean, I'm not sad we didn't see anything else happen from that.
I don't care about the prophet. He's still got like a murder charge or two.
Or I guess that was the end of it. The prophet, right?
no.
Like that was just kind of the end of his story. Was like, I'm founding a new religion, and that's the end of it.
So his murder charge is going to be dropped
Okay,
because the
so that makes
detective working his case heard a verbal confession from somebody else that he killed the person,
Fair.
and then the daughter was taken
No
to the
longer
room,
missing, so she's not kidnapped.
and then the daughter shows up and it was like, my dad didn't kidnap me, he found me.
Weren't there? I feel like there's more loose ends, but yeah, I guess.
The other one, I mean, the loose end.
Carl's dead.
Carl's dead. He died in the way he was supposed to die, which is he got absorbed into the anomaly because he tried to recreate something like that.
And he was reunited
It was a
with
happy
his son.
ending for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if he gets to live with his kid, that's all he wants, and that's fine. That's
He
he
wanted
can have
his
that.
kid or oblivion, and he got that.
He got his kid
We
and
don't
oblivion.
know
Yeah.
If he got one or the other, but he got that.
The
I guess they really closed the door on the whole story.
Shut
Yeah,
the
shut
fuck
the
up.
As Joe stated, though, I probably would have kept the key, and then every time I found an object, just open the door and throw the object in and shut the door.
I mean, you're gonna be hunted.
But yes,
ceaselessly.
yeah,
It's
it
because then you
would've-
technically, yeah.
yes. So
Stockpile.
now it's as simple as the key is no longer.
Yeah. So, I mean, the idea behind objects like that, super awesome, a very unique thing like that. It kind of reminds me of anime a little bit, where animes, like, sometimes they'll have, like, or like TV shows and movies have objects of power that grant, like, strength and stuff like that. But this was a different one. It was basically, they didn't dwell on it too much. They didn't, no verification whether it's God or science. They don't care. It's not the point. It's just something happened, and I like that, and that these objects work this way. And the man involved is an object himself. There is no prime object. He is just a unique living object, and it goes to show that human nature puts emphasis on certain things without any reason, because we ourselves believe those objects to have more value. First, clock makes sense because you're like, okay, well, it's time, and time is, important. And then it's a man, and you're like, okay, so he's obviously super important because he's living, and as a human, we're the prime object. And it's like, no, nothing's more important.
Yeah, well, I would agree. I agree that that's kind of why they tacked on to instead of trying to give you all the answers, they made it make just enough sense. And when you finally think you might get like the actual answer, he's just like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Like I'm just
a dude.
It's just a thing that happened, and this is where we're at after the fact.
So,
Well, actually, that's a really deep thing, because you're right, and they even acknowledge it in the show of like, no one knows like what happened. It just happened, and we found out afterwards because of things. and you have you literally have groups worshiping the objects as God, whereas literally they just exist and they have unique properties.
Was that a commentary on human
Yes,
nature? Because
I think so.
Because people the
question
order
their own existence.
Well, the order puts an overemphasis on these objects because they believe, and they do actually hold some sort of power, but they put an overemphasis on them guiding fate. Whereas the Legion is aware of how destructive this type of behavior can be and is trying to rid the world of it. But at the same time, by building a stockpile of them, they make themselves a little bit more of a target. But at the same time, we have a self-interested man who wants to bring us back his child because he does not, he's not willing to accept, fate as it is for his child. And coming to find that it's been 8-9 years is crazy, because that means, I said it during the episode, he's Joe. If Joe didn't get his daughter back, if Joe spent 9 years chasing after his daughter, which he would have,
sure,
he would do anything, and that's the reality. I like that. I also like how Joe's an object now, so he's not going to age and he cannot die. I want to point that out.
I've really never heard of this before, and I'm really confused because this seems like one of those shows that people should latch onto and form a cult community about. And like, I'm sure there exists one, but like, I never heard.
It's a mini series.
Yeah, it's not long enough to have.
So, I mean, it's like a movie.
I feel like
it's the length of time of this miniseries is a movie.
Lord of the Rings.
It's actually it's Lord of the Rings. I feel like this is one of those things that they remake in like
4.5 hours.
Yeah.
This is one of those things that gets remade in then like the next 10 years, either as a movie or as a TV series with a bigger budget. Because like Jeff Bezos watches it and Jeff Bezos is like, I like this. The Expanse shout out. But I mean, it was super interesting. The idea behind the object's awesome. The fact that some of them work, some of them don't in certain ways. They don't know the power behind some, and then some are super destructive, and some just do something as simple as teleport somebody to hell.
Yeah,
but it's not real hell.
There's a lot of other messages in this show too, like how he's a cop with a just cause, and he sticks to the course, and he never strays because his cause is truly just, and it's just righting the mistake he caused.
Oh yeah.
And saving his daughter. And the moment that it's done, he's also done with it. He's not overly invested or anything. He's just like open and shut.
Happy ending.
This is a unique, this is unique media. I like it. Like, sure, all of it's tropey and like follows formulas, but like,
yes, yeah.
The actual like subject of it, like and mystery, like, I like this. This is new.
Tell me you can't.
This is exciting.
You could watch an anime, and during the anime, somebody's gonna be like, "I have the remote," and you're the character. What the fuck does the remote do? And it's like, and the person shuts off. That's like what this show could do. Like this type of idea is probably prevalent in media. Objects that have special powers, but the way they function is unique. But I also like how that once they're returned to their natural state, which means brought back to the room, they don't have a function anymore. So that function was good.
So he did also make it so none of the objects can ever be destroyed as an effect of that.
Yeah, and I mean, the eye surgery...
the door opened back up.
Everything was great.
It didn't matter.
I think that, like you said, that's just fate re-willing itself back into existence, because they did say that if you destroy the objects, another one's made. So technically, the objects want to exist, and they want to influence time and stuff. Another thing I just thought of is that poor Joe is going to forever be affected by objects around him, because as the guy said,
well, this supposed to be like the sin, the suffering he'll accept to get the
his
reward
daughter
he's looking for.
Well, he went to hell for his daughter.
Yeah.
He literally went to hell for his daughter.
Yeah.
And then now he's going to be living in hell with
he's going to be doing totally fine.
He's happy. He's got his pride and joy back.
He seemed totally fine.
That's true. It's just dude. He didn't know anything about it. He didn't create the objects. He just thought he was going to get replaced.
This
yeah, you're right. We don't even know if that's true. Yeah. As of the end of the show.
It could also not even
totally right.
I mean, it makes sense because he was able to go through like the reset reality to get his daughter, but like, we don't know about anything. Right?
Oh yeah, I mean, idea was
it's just been a debuff.
Yeah,
idea was great. I love the character becoming a prophet by the end.
I obviously hated all of that.
What do you mean? That was a commentary. That's a commentary on religion and society.
But I still hated the character and.
Well, I mean, I think you're not supposed to like him. And that's
you're definitely not supposed to like it.
I thought he was cheesy at first, but the further he goes into madness, it reminds me of like a lot of media.
I enjoyed his character arc.
He's an enlightened character who became too enlightened.
He was looking for something like I mean, like,
my only issue, that's actually the one part of the plot I didn't like, was how they magically found him Because it's not like he was anywhere even remotely to where he disappeared from.
Well, to be fair,
he was just in the middle of nowhere, and the sheriff's like, "Yep, found him."
Well, phones have SOS.
Come on.
It might have been random
cell signal.
Park Service people going and just like driving over and noticed him there.
Well, I'm also,
and then when you pick him up, you get his details. You talk to the cops.
Okay.
Another theory is also
all right.
So technically, if there's the middle of like a national park, if the cell service pings a random signal deep in the middle of the park, I imagine that the cell service tower will probably report it to the Rangers.
Not in the early 2000s.
It's 2007. It's 2007.
In this show.
This is 2007.
It's about 2000.
So 2007 to 8. So everything's phone swing.
Okay, all right,
So I
whatever.
imagine there's another function on the phone, and
I don't know.
he probably our phones right now have SOS, and phones back then had SOSs, which you turn it on and it goes into low power and just keeps sending signals to the cell service. So
yeah, when I went hiking in 2012 in the Rockies, your cell does have like an extra range for emergency.
Off topic, but that's why you're all supposed to bring if you do any type of hiking, satellite phones. Yeah.
Well, it's
yeah.
And I love that it was a miniseries.
Yeah, I love that it was a miniseries.
I love that there was like
nothing was stretched
10 minutes
out.
of bullshit in that entire 4.5 hours.
No, this was good.
Yeah, and I mean the entire ending was just start to end. It was great. The fact that the guy did surgery, took his own eye out, and was able
I'm
to
so
evaporate.
glad there was
crazy.
no details about that.
Yeah, I wanted some
didn't
details.
taste
The fact that it was not rated, I was kind of expecting them to do some stuff, but they also haven't shown us anything.
That was
like
just to add more mystery.
Well, it's probably not rated because it's the DVD release version. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I'd probably recommend it to people who are interested. Like my mom would probably love this series.
Anyone who likes mystery
it's
stuff.
classic sci-fi because it's made by sci-fi. But this is classic sci-fi where sci-fi is just literally like cool idea, some cheesy effects that they're not over the top, but like enough that you're like that's pretty cool, especially in 2007. And then a plot line, that's pretty good. So actors don't always have to be the strongest, as long as the main actors.
Yeah.
And I think my last favorite thing of it was the believability, like just barely of it, and they give you just enough to kind of make it make sense, but it still totally doesn't make sense. Like I like when they do that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like, like it being physical objects and they all have these wonky random things they do. I don't know. I just thought that was cool.
It lowers blood
like an
pressure.
original take.
It was a lot of fun, yeah. I'm just looking to see if there's any big people on here. There really wasn't anybody involved that I know.
But yeah, no, hey man.
Yeah, it's fun.
Cool.
Not much else to discuss because it pretty much was pretty much condensed really well by this show.
Yeah.
Nothing too convoluted in terms of theories at the end because like it all was pretty much shown. The most you could think of is like the Rosen guy was like Ruse, whatever his name is. Ruben, sorry.
Ruber.
I'm sorry, I'm talking about names. I just imagine he went back.
We just watched 4 hours straight, and you guys forgot his name.
Well, I just imagine he goes back.
Meanwhile, I
to the
knew
order.
Carl Crutchfield the entire time.
he goes back to the order, and they're like they revere him because he's seen the vision. It's like
that he
it kind of
made
reminds me of Mormonism with Joseph Smith, where he looks in that.
Yeah, let's not even get into let's not get into any of that.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, guys. I'm Mikey.
I'm Joe.
I'm Mike.
And thank you to our fan who sent this. Thank you, Dendu. This was a fun show. We do appreciate that. Occasionally, ideas like this come to us where a fan sends us something and we can have time to watch it. And Joe was involved in the first part, so Joe got us all back. He got us all back together again. So thank you, Dendu, for getting Joe back to the group for a little bit.
Yeah.
But besides
it was a long time coming, and I feel like
it was fun.
Yeah.
But besides that, we're gonna be wrapping up. I'm Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
We're the 732 Review Crew. Check out Patreon for full on to this. If this is your first time watching this, let us know how you like the series. If you watched it along with us, did you enjoy it? Are you gonna recommend it to your friends? And we're gonna be ending now so I can set Joe free. You're free, Joe. Goodbye.